In this lesson, you will learn how to implement basic game logic using Python. Game logic determines how the game behaves in response to user actions and other game events. It includes things like determining if a player wins, loses, or progresses in the game, handling player input, triggering events, and managing game states like health and time. Key concepts for implementing game logic. Conditional statements. Use if and else statements to check conditions and determine the outcome of certain actions, such as whether a player wins or loses. Loops. Loops allow you to repeat actions, like updating the player's score or moving the player in a game multiple times. Random events. Random events can add unpredictability to your game, like triggering bonuses or challenges based on random chance. Timers. A timer can be used to limit the amount of time players have to make decisions or finish a task. Example 1. Game outcome based on score. The game's outcome should change based on the player's score. If the score is below a certain threshold, the game ends. This exercise will help you understand how to use conditionals for decision making. Explanation. Here, we use an if-else statement to check if the player's score is less than 10. If it is, the game prints you lose. Otherwise, it prints you win. Example 2. Update and display score. The player's score should increase based on actions in the game. Here, you'll learn how to update and display the score. Explanation. We use the pluses operator to add 10 to the player's score and then print the updated score. This is commonly used for tracking progress in the game. Example 3. Random event trigger. In this exercise, you will learn how to trigger random events in the game using Python's random module. This can be used for actions like triggering bonuses or challenges at random. Explanation. The random.random1(2) function generates a random integer between 1 and 2. If the value is 1, the bonus event is triggered. Example 4. Check for game over. Based on health use conditional logic, to determine if the player's health reaches 0 and trigger a game over message. Explanation. This code checks if the player's health is less than or equal to 0. If it is, the game prints game over. This could be part of a larger health check system within your game. In this lesson, you've learned to implement basic game logic using conditionals for checking the game state, loops for repeating actions like updating scores or handling movements, random events to introduce unpredictability into the gameplay, timers and health checks to manage player progress and trigger specific outcomes. By mastering these concepts, you'll be able to build more complex game mechanics and create engaging gameplay experiences.